Are you looking to seriously level up your business automation? One of the most powerful, accessible, and completely free automation tools is likely already at your fingertips, hiding in plain sight. This is Google AppScript, Google's incredibly potent, often overlooked solution for streamlining your work. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what Google AppScript is, show you some practical examples, and how you can start using it to save time and boost your productivity. Think of AppScript as a way to connect different services like Gmail, Sheets, Docs, Gemini AI, and even third-party services like Salesforce CRM. It's like a secret code that lets you automate all sorts of things. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you want to be super efficient with your email. You want to check your inbox every hour for specific emails, like maybe ones with a certain subject line. Then, you want to grab any attachments from those emails, save them to a specific folder, and automatically send a reply. With AppScript, it's actually pretty easy. You can set up an automation flow that does all of that for you. You can basically make your Google Workspace tools work for you, saving you time and making you more productive. AppScript is a low-code programming language, as its name suggests. It is based on JavaScript, the world's most popular programming language, extended with some automation-specific commands. You can build automations, basically, in two different ways. First, you can write automation logic bounded to a specific Google Drive file. Or, you can create standalone scripts, independent from any document. For business process automations, this second is used in most cases. Let's see some examples for both cases. First, we'll explore how a bounded script works within Google Sheets and how you can create one. To add a bounded script to a Google Sheet, navigate to the Extensions menu, then select AppScript. This action will open the AppScript editor in a new tab. Here you can paste your code and save it. Once saved, your script will be ready to execute according to its defined logic within your Google Sheet. For demonstration purposes, I've set up a Google Sheet that functions as a simple project status tracker. To make this work, beyond the code, I have to add a specific trigger to the code. If you're interested in trying this out yourself, you can find the link to the detailed tutorial in the video description. In the Google Sheet, you can see two columns. In column A, we have a single text entry. In column B, there's a status dropdown with two possible values: draft and confirm. When I change the dropdown status to confirm, the AppScript identifies this action and triggers an automation process. This process will first create a new Google Doc file in a specific folder. The document's name will be the string defined in column A. Then convert the newly created document to a PDF, and finally send an email to a specified address with the PDF attached. This is a simplified example, not a real-world scenario, but it effectively demonstrates the power of automation with Google AppScript. Let's see it in action. I will now change the status of an item in the sheet from draft to confirm. As you can see in column C, a new value, document sent, has appeared. This indicates that the document was successfully created and sent as expected. Let's verify the output. First, check our Google Drive. Navigate to the specified folder and you'll see the newly created document. Now, if I check my emails, I will see the message I received with the PDF attached. This demonstrates how a bounded script can automate tasks directly within your Google Sheet. It shows how you can simply trigger complex automation processes, for example, from a Google Sheet file. As a next example, we're going to create a standalone Google AppScript. This is super useful because it's not tied to any specific Google Drive document, making it flexible for complex automation tasks. First, let's create our script. Open your Google Drive. Then, right-click anywhere in your drive, and from the drop-down menu, select Google AppScript as the file type you want to create. Once you click that, a new AppScript editor window will pop open. Now that you have the editor open, you'll need to paste in the code. You can find the example code on our website, link in the description. Paste the code into the editor, and then save the script. This particular script is pretty straightforward. It will create a Google Doc named Hello World with a single line of content, save this document to your Google Drive, and then send this document to your email as an attachment. This example clearly shows how you can build automated processes using Google Apps Script. With the code saved, it's time to run it. Click the Run button. The first time you run a script like this, you'll need to provide permissions. This is because the script needs to be able to do things like read your documents and send emails on your behalf. Don't worry, just review the permissions and approve them. Once you've granted permissions, you'll see Execution Started in the log, followed by Execution Completed. To verify everything worked correctly, let's go to Drive. In Google Drive, you should see both the app script file you created and, more importantly, the Hello World document that the script automatically generated. Then, check your email. You should have a new message with the Hello World document attached. As you saw, I manually ran the script, but you can set up triggers to make your scripts run automatically. This makes automating tasks with Google Apps Script incredibly easy, whether they're simple or complex. When exploring automation services, you've seen no-code platforms like Zapier, N8N, or Make.com. They promise easy visual workflows without code. Beyond the fact that Google Apps Script is completely free, it offers additional advantages because the no-code label of other platforms is often misleading. In reality, these platforms are visual programming interfaces that still require an understanding of fundamental coding concepts. If you are not familiar with APIs, requests like get and post, payloads, Boolean logic, or data types like JSON, you'll struggle to build complex flows or debug issues. Even simple connections involve concepts rooted in programming. The label creates a false impression that anyone can instantly become an automation expert. Google Apps Script, on the other hand, presents itself clearly as a scripting or low-code solution. While it requires writing code, this transparency sets realistic expectations from the start. Furthermore, in the age of advanced AI learning, AppScript is far more accessible than navigating complex no-code visuals. Tools like Gemini AI can provide detailed script examples and line-by-line explanations. This AI assistance for coding isn't typically available for understanding hidden no-code configurations. I believe that with powerful AI assistance starting with AppScript and learning foundational concepts, can actually be a more recommended and easier path to building robust custom automations than struggling with a no-code interface. So why should you actually use Google Apps Script? Let's look at some of the big reasons it's such a valuable tool. First, it's completely free. If you have a free Google account, you already have access to Google Apps Script at absolutely no extra cost. Second, because it's a Google service, it's also incredibly reliable, running consistently in the background, just like Google Sheets, Docs, or Gmail. Third, one of its greatest strengths is seamless integration with Google Workspace. If you live in Sheets, Docs, Gmail, Calendar, or Drive, AppScript is built right into the core of these apps. You don't need external platforms to get your Google Apps automated. Fourth, its integration power extends far beyond Google Workspace. AppScript allows you to connect and integrate with any third-party service that provides an API. This means you can build complex automation workflows using external platforms in combination with your Google Workspace account. Fifth, development can be cost-effective. It uses JavaScript, a common language, making it easier to find resources or help compared to proprietary systems. So, you've written a script to automate something, but how does it actually run automatically, even when your computer is off? This is where triggers come in. AppScript lets you set up triggers, essentially instructions for when your script should run. These aren't tied to you manually pressing a button. You can set time-driven triggers to run your script at specific intervals, maybe every hour, daily or weekly, or you can use event-driven triggers. These fire automatically based on something specific happening within your Google Workspace, like someone submitting a Google form, a cell being edited in a sheet, or a new email arriving. Once a trigger is set, Google servers handle the rest. Your script waits patiently for the specified time or event, and when it occurs, the script executes automatically in the background. That means your automations keep working reliably, even while you're sleeping. In this video, we explored Google AppScript, a powerful, free tool that provides a surprisingly pragmatic and realistic automation solution, especially for small and medium businesses already using Google Workspace. By building directly on the platform they already use, AppScript offers a huge benefit. It helps companies streamline tasks, boost productivity, and create cost-effective, custom workflows without needing to become a coding powerhouse.